Okay. Hey y'all. Facebook wasn't working at first, but I think it's working now. So, let's go ahead and get started. Get in a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. Today I want you to take your hands, interlace your fingers at the first knuckle, and then I want you to place your hands over your heart. Let's take a deep inhale through our nose. Exhale out the mouth. Second deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. And close your eyes. And just come back to your natural breath. Feeling your breath in your hands as they rest over your heart. Maybe you feeling the heartbeat, being thankful for life right now. We're just taking these moments to get our body settled, get our mind calm, and get prepared for a nice practice today. And you may set an affirmation or an intention for your practice. Affirmations may start with I am, I will, or I choose. Whatever you need. Taking a few more breaths. Just using these hands to cultivate some self-love, some warmth in our hearts. And on your next inhale, feel free to release the hands. If you prefer, you can keep them there as we start to rotate our head to the right side. Keeping those eyes closed if you like. Moving slowly. Really trying to move with our breath. Inhaling back and exhaling forward. Move a couple more times to the right side. And let's move to the left. Same thing. Inhale back, exhale forward. Head comes back to the neutral space. Let's roll into the shoulders. Keeping the hands rested on the knees, let's just bring the shoulders up, around, and back. Inhale up, exhale down. Just letting any tightness that's holding in the shoulders release at this time. Do the same thing, roll those shoulders forward. Inhale up, Exhale, forward and down. Bring the shoulders back to neutral. Take your right hand, plant it down on the ground beside you, and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. My screen closing. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. I don't know why my screen is closing. Take your left hand, very gently rest it on the side of your head. Using your left hand as a weight here. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down, right ear falls to right shoulder. Right hand gently rests on the side of the head. And it's just being used as a weight. Inhale. Exhale, release that right hand. Interlace the fingers up above you, inhaling those arms up. Push those palms towards the sky. Exhale, release the hands. Let's twist to our right side. Left hand on the outside of right knee. Right fingertips face the back wall. Gaze over the right shoulder. Take an inhale, come back up to center, interlace those fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, twist to the left side, right hand on the outside of left knee, left fingertips face the back wall, bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back up to center, interlace those fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release the right hand down, left arm up and over. You can let that right forearm come down to the ground if that feels okay. Inhale, let's move to the center. Exhale, lower that left hand down, right arm up and over. Left forearm can rest down if that feels okay on this side. Just remembering to listen to your body. Remembering that if anything feels uncomfortable for you during the practice, just go ahead and come out of the posture. Inhale, come back up to center, interlace those fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release the arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, cross right arm over left. Grab either shoulder, tuck your chin down to your chest. Yes, a stretch in the top of the neck. A stretch in between the shoulder blades. Stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, bring those arms back out wide. Exhale, cross left over right. Grab either shoulder, tuck your chin down to your chest again. Trying to keep your back tall as you bring your chin down to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, release those shoulders. Bring first finger and thumb together, sticking those pinkies together, letting the hands roll towards the body. Let's get those pops out of our shoulders and wrists again. Let's do the same thing, roll those hands away from you. Well, I don't know why the screen keeps spinning. If you have any advice for that, I don't know why it's doing that. Keep rolling those hands out. And take your hands, bring the heart center, inhale. Exhale, let the hands press into each other as they lower down towards the hips. Stretching those fingers out. Now let's release the hands, coming up on hands and knees. Come into a table position. Let's move it into cat-cow. Take an inhale, lift the chin up. Send that tailbone away. Exhale, tuck the chin down, tuck that tailbone under. Inhaling as the chin comes up, exhaling as it comes down. Just moving at your own pace in your cat-cow. And if you want to roll your head in a circle, feel free. Rolling the head and the hips in a circle. And let's come back to table, bring those big toes together. Sitting back to child's pose. Inhaling up to lengthen. Exhale, melt down towards your yoga mat with your forehead fall down. And while you're in your child's pose, let's just take those hands, bring them together, bend in the elbows, and bring the hands behind our head. And stretching those arms, triceps, up into our armpits. And we can float our bodies back up to table position and make our way to a down dog. Remember, you can stay down on the knees and extend the arms out instead for puppy pose if you like. And let's just pedal these feet out. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on with the Instagram live, but if you see me walking up to the phone, it's to just keep my screen open. It's like trying to close the live. And you can shift your weight from one foot to the other as well. Come up on both tippy toes and then press your heels down. Let's bring our gaze up between our hands and start to walk our feet behind our hands. Roll up to a standing position, arms come with you. Hands get at the top. Let's sway side to side like a palm tree. Stretching our sides a bit. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, release those hands, interlace the fingers behind you and roll those shoulders back. Inhale again. Exhale, go ahead and bring a deep bend into your knees as you start to lower your chest down towards your knees and let those hands fall out behind you. Just letting gravity pull them down towards the ground. You don't have to try to force them away or anything. Release those hands. Grab either elbow. Let's come down to a forward fold while we're down here. Just grab either elbow and let's sway from side to side here. Releasing our lower back. And if you want a little more intensity on the back of the legs, feel free to straighten those legs up. Just release the elbows and roll up to a standing position. Bring those arms with you. Inhale. Exhale, those hands to heart center. Good. Release those hands down to your sides as you come to mountain pose. Rocking back and forth from the balls of your feet to your heels. Palms are facing outward. Chin is parallel to the floor. Sweep those arms up again. Inhale. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Release those hands again. Come back to your mountain pose. Okay, guys, I'm gonna. You all still see me and hear me? I'm gonna end this and start it over. I don't know why it keeps closing. So just hold tight. I'm gonna end it and restart it. Okay, hopefully it will work. Alright, so we're done with our warm-up. We're back at the top of our mat. Hopefully Instagram cooperates. Let's sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down to a forward fold. Inhale, up for a half lift. Exhale, put the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to plank. If you like to modify, just drop down to the knees. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down for chaturanga. You can lower all the way down to the belly or down halfway. Inhale, up for cobra or for up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog, tucking those toes under, lifting those hips up and back. Take some breaths here. Take your gaze, bring it up in between your hands. Step or jump the feet up behind the hands. Inhale up to half lift. Exhale, lower down to forward fold again. Let's roll up, bring those arms with you as you inhale. Hands get at the top, small back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Good. Bringing those hands back down to the sides, coming to mountain pose. And we'll move through another sun salutation. Sorry about Instagram messing up. If it keeps messing up, if you can, just switch over to Facebook. Facebook seems to be working. Sit those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to half lift. Exhale, put the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to plank or modified plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Take about 3 to 5 breaths here. Nice long, slow breaths. Take your gaze, bring it up in between the hands again. Stepping or jumping those feet up behind the hands. Inhale, up half lift. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Inhale, bring those arms with you. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Good. And coming back to your mountain pose. Let's make our way back to a down dog. Inhale up. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, up half lift. Exhale, put the hands down from the feet. Step or jump back to plank. We'll move through our vinyasa and then come to our down dog. Chaturanga, cobra, up dog, and then down dog. Take some breaths. From here, we're going to take our left foot, walking in a half step, extending that right foot up and back. Inhale. Exhale, I want you to float your body forward into a plank as you bring your knee in towards your nose. Now you can do this from your knees if you need to, extending that leg back and then bring it in. And let's take an inhale, extend that foot back again. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. One more time. Exhale, forward. This time, if you can, step that right foot all the way up in between the hands. If you need to come down on your knee first, that works fine. Inhale those arms up for warrior one. Chest is square at that front leg. We'll bring those hands together and bring that gaze up towards the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Let's release this left hand down as we reach up and back with the right hand for reverse warrior. Left hand comes down towards the calf. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take the arm and spring them out wide for warrior two. Now flip both palms upward. Bringing your gaze over that front palm after you take them on your arms. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. I want you to bring your chest toward that front leg again, coming up on that back toe, on the left toe. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lean forward, twisting to the right side. And if you can, bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. A little bit of a balance challenge. Inhale. Whoop. Exhale, bring the hands down on either side of the foot, coming to one's position. Step that right foot back, come to plank. And if you want, you can move the other vinyasa. Go ahead and take some breaths in your down dog. And then we'll get ready to do all that on the other side. And when you're ready, let's take our right foot, bring it in a half step, extend that left foot up and back. Inhale, exhale, knee comes into nose, inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back, exhale forward, inhale back one more time, and this time when we exhale, we're going to bring our left foot up in between the hands. Let's rotate that back heel down, inhale those arms up, come into warrior one. Chest to square up that front leg, hands come together, gaze up towards the hands. Inhale, exhale, release that right hand down the right leg, left arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale, drop those arms out wide, come into warrior two, and let's flip those palms upward. Inhale here, exhale, bring those hands to heart center, coming up on that back toe, leaning forward, twisting to the left. If you want a big challenge, try to bring your gaze up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down on either side of the foot. Step that left foot back. Let's move to our vinyasa. Or feel free to skip it if you like. Taking a few breaths. Instagram isn't working. Hopefully, if you're on Instagram, you can move over here to Facebook. Take one more breath. Step that left foot in a half step again to extend that right leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, step that foot up in between the hands, just come down on the left knee. Keeping that back toe tucked, slipping up to a low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. And let's twist to the right side. Gaze up towards the sky if you can. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Take those hands, bring them down on the inside of the right foot, rolling your right foot onto a side, or coming down on those forearms. Moving into our lizard pose. Couple more breaths in your lizard pose. Feel free to stay up on those hands if it's too much to be down on the forearms. And let's come back up on those hands. Let's step our right foot back and come to a camel pose. So what I'd like for you to do is come to a kneeling position. Forearms can rest on the lower back. We'll just press those hips forward as we bring our gaze up to the sky. Kind of a modification for camel pose, a little more accessible for me. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those hands down. Just bring those big toes together. Sit back to a child's pose. Just counteracting that back bend. More breaths. Let's fold our body back forward. Coming back to table position. And tucking those toes under, moving back to our down dog. Couple breaths in your down dog. Extend that left leg back this time. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot up in between the hands, come down on that back knee. Scoot those arms up for low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, those hands to heart center. Let's twist to the left. Gaze up towards the ceiling if you could get your balance there. If not, you can look down towards your toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on the inside of the left foot. You can roll your foot onto the side, or you can keep that foot flat and come down to your lizard pose. Couple more breaths in your lizard pose. Let's come back up on those hands. Stepping that left knee back. Go into a kneeling position again, and we'll come to our camel pose. Take those forearms, resting on the lower back. Press those hips forward and let the head fall back. Opening the heart in your camel pose. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to a table position. Bring those big toes together. Let's sit back to our child's pose. Take a couple more breaths in your child's pose. And float your body forward, come into table pose again. Now from here we'll come into dolphin pose. So what I want you to do is come down on the forearms. Option 1, you can modify. If you want to modify, think about how you normally do modified plank. You're down on the knees, creating a ramp from the hips down towards your knees, and then just come down on your forearms. Pull that belly button back. If you want a little more, tuck those toes under, lift the knees off the ground, come into a dolphin plank. And we're just holding. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, drop down to those knees, take a rest. Same back to child's pose if you like. We'll do our dolphin pose one more time. Floating back to table, If you're modifying, you're on the knees, come down to the forearms. If you want more, tuck those toes under, lift the knees off the ground. Hold for one more breath. Inhale. And drop down to the knees. Push back to child's pose again. Still not an ab work there. One more breath in our child's pose. Now let's float our body forward and come down to our belly, and we'll come into bow pose. So I'll give you a couple options for bow pose. Option 1, you can do one side at a time. Option 2, we'll do both at the same time. So let's start with our left forearm down. We'll bend at the right knee, grab the inside of the right foot, and then just push that foot away. Now if you want to do both at the same time, you'll bend at both knees, grab each foot, push the feet away, opening the heart and shoulders. So option 1 or option 2, whichever works for you, go ahead and get yourself ready. And then we'll push the feet away. One or both, depending on if you're modifying or not. Taking some nice deep breaths, giving those organs a massage. Inhale, exhale, relax. Then just rest the forehead down as you relax. Take one more breath. Let's move into our bow pose on the other side. So you can either bend at the other leg, right forearm, grabbing that left foot, pushing it away, or bend the knees, grab both feet, and push away. Just be careful. If it hurts your back, feel free to skip this. Inhale, exhale, relax again. Good. Now from here, let's come up to our table position and we'll move into pigeon pose. Taking the right knee, sliding it up in between the hands. Right foot goes over towards the left side. Start to extend that left leg back. Trying to let our left thigh face our mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down. Remember, if you're not quite comfortable coming all the way down, being on your hands, you can always stay up, pressing into your palms. And just take a couple more breaths on this right side. Good, and when you're ready, we'll make our way back up to the table position and move into pigeon pose on the other side. Sliding that left knee up in between the hands. Left foot extends over to the right side. Start to extend that right leg back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, if you feel comfortable coming down lower, go ahead and come down lower in the pigeon pose. Taking a couple more breaths on this side now. And to come out of it, let's just roll to that left hip. Extend these legs out of front. From here, we'll take our right leg, bring it on top of our left. And what I would like for you to do is let your right knee face the front of your mat. Now you can stay just like this. If you're comfortable with it, go ahead and bend your bottom leg as well, letting those knees stack on top of one another. If that's not comfortable on your hip, then feel free to just keep that left leg extended out. And what we're going to do is take our arms, bring them out to the sides. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to melt down towards this right knee. And a good stretch in that hip. And as you start to settle into the stretch, maybe you feel that hip muscle open up a little bit more. Maybe you could come down a little lower if you're not already resting on that right leg. Couple more breaths. And we'll come back up to a seated position. Legs extend back out in front. This time let's bring the left leg on top of the right leg. Left knee faces forward. Staying here if you're more comfortable here, or bending both legs if you're okay with that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt down towards the left leg. Take a couple more breaths on this side. And make your way back up to a seated position. Let's take those legs, extend them out in front, and just move into an easy seated forward bend. Being on those sits bones with a tall back, straight back. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, lead with the chest fall down over those legs. Totally okay for a slight bend to be in your knees if you need it. Also stretching our back and counteracting those back bends, counteracting the both poses you did. Couple more breaths. And let's roll up to a seated position. Bending those knees, bringing those feet flat, making our way to our back. Let's open our hips a little bit. Taking those arms, bringing them on the inside of the knees, grabbing the outside of either foot, kind of pulling those knees down towards the ground, coming to happy baby. If you want to rock side to side, you can. Couple more breaths in your happy baby pose. Let's release the feet and hug the knees into the chest. Massaging that lower back. Let's move our knees in a circle. Moving our knees in a circle to the right first. And do the same thing, moving to the left. Come back to center, releasing our left leg, resting it on the ground, moving into our favorite twisting pose. Right arm extends out to the side, left hand pulls the right knee across, and if you need to stack those shoulders first to get that knee down, go ahead and do that, and then extend the right arm out to the side. Letting your gaze follow that right hand if you can. Trying to settle down into the pose. Really getting a good twist in that spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, take those knees, hug them back to center, hug them back into the chest. Keep your left knee hugged in. Extend the right leg out this time. Left arm out to the side, using your right hand to pull your left knee over to the right. Remember, if you need to stack your shoulders to get that knee down, go ahead. Then extend that left arm out to the side. Couple more breaths on this side. Inhale. Exhale, hug those knees back into the chest. One more time. Let's get ready for our Shavasana. If you would like to just stay down in corpse pose for Shavasana, you can. If you would like to sit up, you can. Either way, just positioning your body to be comfortable. And close those eyes down if they're not already closed. Coming back to those breaths. Let's inhale to a count of 4. And exhale to a count of 4. Again, inhale to a count of 4. Exhale to 4. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale. And this time when you inhale to a count of 4, I want you to hold your breath for 4 seconds. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Come back to your natural breath. And at this time, I would like you to place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. And just focus your attention on the area of your heart. Let go of whatever you've been thinking or whatever you've been doing. And just be in this moment right now. Pretend as if your breath is flowing in through the area of your heart and out through the area of your heart. Take a moment to appreciate yourself and who you are. There is no one in the universe like you. There is no one who can do what you do. You are amazing and unique in every way. Hold this in your heart as you listen to the following affirmations and repeat them silently to yourself. I acknowledge my own self-worth. My confidence rises each day. I am at peace with all that has happened, is happening, and will happen, because I know that everything is towards my highest good. I am loving and loved by many, and I love myself. I acknowledge my own self-worth. My confidence rises each day. I am at peace with all that has happened, is happening, and will happen, because I know that everything is towards my highest good. I am loving and loved by many, and I love myself. Take this moment to breathe in those loving affirmations, those feelings of self-worth and self-love. Breathe out any feelings of self-doubt, any feelings of worry, anything that doesn't relate to kindness towards yourself. Let it go. On your next inhale, just begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Starting to come back into your body, back into the space, back into your mind. And if you're laying down, just roll over onto your favorite side, using your arm as a pillow. Reflecting on any of the affirmations you may have used throughout the class. Taking the time right now to show yourself gratitude. To say thank you for practicing some self-love and some self-care today. And when you're ready, you may roll up to a comfortable seated position. Palms facing upward for receiving or downward for grounding, depending on what you need. And together we'll gather up all the good energy we've cultivated in this room, bringing it in our hands up above us in prayer. Exhale, folding it down to heart center. Thank you all for your patience, your time, your participation, and your love. Namaste. All right, thank you all for joining me. If you came on to hear from Instagram, sorry the Instagram wasn't working. I will upload this to YouTube if you want to do it on your own. If you would like to donate, the information is there in the comment section. And my YouTube channel is in the comment section too, so if you want to watch the YouTube, feel free. Thank you. Peace and love. See you next week.